10 weeks ago, 23 students started an unprecedented project. For the first time, the Medill Innovation class would launch multiple products. The process and results were entirely up to the students.
Gosh, I didn't know what to expect in the beginning. There were a lot of ideas thrown out there.
But I wasn't really sure what it was going to be because this was a totally different format from what it has been in the past.
The first week is really stressful. You don't know what's going to happen and where you're going to go and what product you're going to be working on.
The incubator lab started with 22 vague ideas, from television to education, submitted by students. Through group discussions, we decided if these were viable and important for the media landscape. 22 were narrowed to 11. For the remaining ideas, groups of 2 researched audiences, competition, and the market.
It was cool to see people sort of bounce ideas off each other and develop ideas literally as we were sitting in this room, and then breaking into small groups and coming back together and have it be a totally new idea or something you hadn't thought of.
4 product ideas remained: a dystopian fitness app, a lifestyle technology magazine, a craft beer app, and an Asian American-centric publication. After choosing the ideas came the hard part. How do we build, from scratch, 4 disparate products?
It was hard to come up with the audience. It was hard to come up with a product that we thought would be viable in the market.
I feel like we could do everything if we had just $250,000 and limitless time to do it.
What came first was the audience. They asked who would want this product, and do they need it?
It's pretty easy to understand the market. It's hard to fit into just because it is so specific.
A constant worry was building an app or tablet publication from nothing.
Well, I was a little bit nervous about the app because I don't have any experience building an app before, but I talked to Andy today. I actually felt a little bit relieved.
The wireframes and stuff are a good place to start. Once we sort of see how they look in practice and sort of realize what our technical limitations are, we have to sort of adjust and change stuff.
With insight from the professor team, this process became clearer.
I really have been enjoying getting the outside critique because, we get so involved in what we're doing, get really wrapped up in it, and sometimes it's hard to take a step back and do an objective critical evaluation. So it's great to have people come in.
We've got a lot of fantastic feedback from both professors and the outside help. The only problem is when they tend to contradict themselves once in a while or contradict each other, so it's been kind of difficult to reconcile the advice we've been getting if we have 2 different points of view.
A lot of times when you're in a classroom, you're like, okay, that's, is that just theory or does that actually apply in the real world? And I think especially in a program like this, I think having those outside people come in validates that.
From audience and design, teams moved to content. An exciting prospect was rapidly developing content while also building a brand. The next step was a universal challenge for the teams, the business plan. Through the advice of professors, marketing executives, and media professionals, groups spent weeks creating a document to illustrate how this business would work.
The hardest part is probably honestly getting journalists to do a bunch of math. The business plan has been the biggest struggle for our group.
We've had some rough patches with our finances.
So I feel like particularly the people that have been working on the financial sections, I think it feels to us kind of like it's assumed that we have an MBA or something, and we don't.
After many revisions, the business plans were ready for investment presentations.
It's a cool opportunity that we do have venture capitalists actually looking at our work and our business plan.
Pitching the presentations has been a little bit nerve-wracking.
Though frustrating at times, the group embraced frequent changes, iterations, and criticisms of the projects. This is with the hope that the incubator space would be one that supports creativity, innovation, and progress.
It's still pretty amazing that how quickly we've been able to develop what we have developed.
I can't wait to see how these all turn out in the end because it's like a huge variety.
Well, I think it's very much in vogue, that idea of getting people in groups to not just kick up new ideas, but develop them, and then some idea that you've seen before or that's even been worked on before, asking yourself, could it be done better? And do we have people with unique sets of skills that can make it better? I don't think this is going to be the last time Medill does the Idea Lab or Idea Incubator.